Wagwan YouTube fans, what's up and welcome back to the channel. So I'm making curry chicken, simple curry chicken. I'm using Creole seasoning, that's the first seasoning, and then I'm going to use the Adobe all-purpose seasoning. Also, I'm going to use some garlic powder. Along with the garlic powder, I'm going to go in with my mild curry powder. That's going to give your chicken a lot of flavor, also create the nice yellow color on your meat. And then I'm going to use crushed red pepper along with that. I'm making this very mild, so as you can see, I'm using the mild curry powder. Then I'm going to use the turmeric powder. This turmeric powder is really good too. It gives the food a lot of flavor. So for this one, I might just use half spoon of it, the turmeric powder. I don't want to go in with too much of it. And as you guys know, I don't use salt, table salt, so I just use my seasoning to create my flavor. I'm using carrots. I'm going to use onions, spring onions. I'm going to use tomato, and I'm going to use some fresh pepper. Okay. And then I'm using fresh garlic. Lots of flavor in this curry chicken. Lots of flavor. Okay. So I'm putting some of my garlic powder in the meat. And for this, I'm just using 4 chicken thighs to make my curry chicken. And that's my Creole seasoning, which I'm going to put some of that on. This Creole seasoning is something new that I'm trying out. It's so far it's so good. I like it. And I'm using my crushed red pepper. So I'm trying to bring a lot of flavor to my curry chicken right now. I'm not going to set my curry chicken to marinate. I'm just going to go right ahead and cook it. And then I'm going to use the Adobe all-purpose seasoning. Then I'm going to go in now with my curry powder, mild curry powder. And then I'm going to put my turmeric powder. Now what you want to do, you want to take a spoon, like the one I'm using there, and you want to mix all your ingredients into that meat. Mix it all out. You want to get your seasoning to blend out into the meat, because you want the meat to be very nice and flavorful. So you want to mix it around for a few seconds. Make sure you get everything in. So just continue to take your spoon and mix it out. And then what I'm going to do here is just add some more curry powder into it. And I'm going to take my spoon again and just mix everything in, blend everything in. Try to get the seasoning to get in the meat. And like I mentioned earlier, with this you don't have to leave it to marinate. You can, but you don't have to. You can just go right ahead and make your curry chicken. In the meantime, you can go ahead and start to put your stove and low medium heat just to heat the oil up. Okay, and right here now I'm just putting some olive oil on the curry chicken. The reason for doing that is to create a lot of moisture, excuse me, within your meat when you make it. And just take the spoon and just blend everything in. So I'm going to pour some of the olive oil in the pot. Keep it on medium. Then I'm going to spread the oil out. So I'm going to, just shake the pot a little bit to the side, and then just to kind of get the oil to be even out at the pot bottom. So first you can start to get your vegetables together. So I'm cutting my onions right there. While the pot is on low medium heating up, I'm getting my vegetables ready. I'm going to go ahead and cut my tomato. All of this is washed already. And as I mentioned before in my previous video, before you cook your meat, make sure you cleanse your meat with white distilled vinegar or lemon. Lemon or lemon juice, you can use either. It works pretty good. And you wash your meat, you wash all your vegetables. So all of these are pre-washed. I did it off camera. So I'm just cutting my tomatoes. So for this, I'm just going to use one whole tomato for this. So I'm going to take those and put those to the side, and then I'm going to cut one carrot for this. Just one carrot. So if you're using more chicken, you can use 2 carrots or, a little bit more tomatoes and onions. You can put more of that. Depends on the portion size that you're making. So now I'm going to put my pepper inside the pot. So the pot is on medium still. Eventually, as the time goes on, I will adjust the stove. Those are my garlic. Then I'm going to go ahead and put my onions in. And the fresh garlic is much better. It gives a lot of flavor to your food. I like to use the fresh garlic along with the garlic powder. And I'm going to put my tomatoes in. You just want to go ahead now and just put the carrots in. So first you mix it and then you put your carrots in there. Those are the spring onions. And then you just take your spoon and stir it around. So for this recipe, I'm going to use one potato, one Irish potato. So I'm wash my Irish potato, and here it is. I just cut it in small pieces. So for this, I decided not to cook my Irish potatoes. I'm just going to, just cut it in small pieces and just drop it in with my vegetables. Okay, so that looks good. So now you're going to put them inside of a bowl. And then put them inside a pot. You're going to stir it around with your spoon. And then right after you're done stirring that, you can just go ahead and drop your curry chicken inside your frying pan. See, when you do your seasoning, when you're making, I should say, when you're making curry chicken, that's how you want to have this nice color, yellow color on your curry chicken. And then you take your spoon and then you just stir it around, give it a few stirs. You just want to blend it in with your meat. The next step now, because inside the pot, then you cover your pot. Inside the pot, I have no water inside the pot. So what you want to do to get the excess seasoning out of this bowl that you had the curry chicken in. So you pour some water in there and you stir it around. And then after you're done, you pour it back inside of the pot. You don't want to waste the seasoning because you have lots of seasoning inside of the bowl. Yes, and then you just pour it all over in the curry chicken. That's how it is. And then you're going to stir it around. So you're trying to set your meat inside of the water. So that looks pretty good. That's how your curry chicken should look. It should not look, when you season your meat thoroughly, it should not be white. It should have like a nice yellow color. And then you cover it and let it stay. and simmer. Then it's going to see the water accumulates inside of the pot. That's how it should look. I'm going to show you guys out there. See the amount of water at the bottom, gravy at the bottom. That's how it should look. You just take your spoon and stir it around. And I put my potatoes in at the right time because the potatoes are still, you know, they're not soft. The potatoes are dense, which is good. That's the look you want to create. That's how your curry chicken should look. If you want to have your curry chicken a little bit more spicy, you can put Scotch bonnet pepper in your curry. You know, you just cut it and maybe put half of it in there just to create more spice in your food. For me, I like spicy food, but for the moment, I was not trying to create my curry chicken spicy, so I just go in with a mild curry powder. So you're going to cover it and maybe give it around maybe 10 minutes. And that's exactly how it should look. There it is. It's very nice. I'm just stirring it around. And that's how it is right there. That's the amount of gravy you should have on your meat. So you can cover it, give it 10 minutes like I said, and then you can just go ahead and serve it. And that's the rice that I'm going to serve my curry chicken with. And that's the curry chicken along with the rice and some string beans. I appreciate you guys stopping by my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up, and share.